Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here, CCxRC, and on the bench, I have a ton of awesome parts that are going to be going into an RC monster truck build that you guys asked for. It is the Axial SMT10 Raw Builders Kit. I've had this since the day it came out, but I haven't had a chance yet to put it together. Plus, I had to get a bunch of the different components that I wanted for it. I wanted to do a special build for you guys. And my initial idea was going with the Megalodon Fire, and had this 3D printed by Jimmy Lewis, wrapped from Bari Musawar, and then Bari put this up for sale. It's a Fire Son of a Digger. So I think this truck is going to get both bodies flying on it throughout the time, depending on what mood I'm in. But it's going to be a fire-based truck, let's just say that. I've got a bunch of parts on here and wheels, stuff that we're going to hop this up with. I'm going to show you guys, if you want to make a really killer monster truck, what you can do to do it. I'm not going the cheapest route, that is for sure, but I'm not going the most expensive route either. I've kind of gone middle of the road. But I'm so happy that Axial listened. They gave us what we were asking for. We wanted a black chassis, and we wanted a kit that we could build, because so many of us do these custom bodies, and we do the bigger wheels, and we do brushless motors, and all the upgrades that just make it like crazy expensive if they were to do that in a ready run. And everybody kind of wants to put their own stamp on it. Like, a lot of people don't run Castle Creations motor systems like I do. I really like these, but other people run maybe Hobby Wing, Hobby King, you know, whatever they want. Same with servos. Everybody's got their brands that they like. And so I've got a whole bunch of stuff on here. First, I'm going to show you guys what parts I plan to put in this. And I have most of them. I'm missing a couple. But then I'm going to show you guys what is in this box and what you get when you buy this kit and what it looks like inside here. In the next couple of videos, we'll be doing the actual build process and showing you different parts going together. I've never really fully built one from scratch, but I've taken mine apart. I've had multiple of these and take them apart to work on them. Really easy to work on, to upgrade, all that kind of stuff. That's one of my favorite things about this platform, is how easy it is to get in there and work on it. We got to build the cage, build the axles, build the transmission, but it's all pretty, pretty easy. The shocks are my least favorite part of building. I'll just go ahead and say it, but we'll get to that too. We'll do a couple of different build videos showing you the different pieces going into it. We've got, the sway bars, different things. And yeah, it's going to be a fun ride, guys, so be sure to join along for that. Let's get over there and I'll show you guys what I have here on the bench. All right, look at all of this stuff on the bench, you guys. From the little things to the bigger things, we're going to go through kind of all the different pieces that we have and the components that we don't have but have ordered or plan to order. So we'll talk about that as we go. Let's start off with talking about things that you're going to need. You're going to need your electronics. You're going to need a receiver, ESC and motor. You're going to need a servo, and some kind of a transmitter if you have one. That's great. If not, you may have to get something to go with it if you want to do the kit route. But a lot of us have stuff like controllers that we use and can use for these particular builds. So what do I got here? Let's start with some of the small stuff. J Concepts Tribute wheels. These are the 2.6. I went with the blacked out ones. I was trying to find silver in store with the coronavirus. Not a whole lot of options at my hobby town right now, and I just wanted to support them, and so I got what they had. I chose these. They had lots of tire choices, and I really like the look of these golden years. These are the blue compound, kind of like a multi-purpose compound. The gold one is more usually for indoor racing, but they've got the really great pattern on them. Looks super scale, and I like that. So I've got 4 of these tires, so two kits of them. So these are going to set you back, looks like $37.50 per 2 tires. So there's the actual price. So just under 80 bucks for that, plus another 50, so about $130 in wheels. Plus I got these little bead locks that just push into the rims and the tires, give it that really cool scale look. And I have orange ones, red ones, and black ones. These black ones actually are going to go up onto the Metal Militia over there. son of a digger took the wheels that were on that had the bead locks, and I hit him with a silver paint marker. So I do like to do the bead locks on these. These are just different ones I had. I tried red and orange because I wasn't sure what I was going to like with these. Let's look at this body for a second though. So this is 3D printed by Jimmy Lewis, and the wrap, the fire wrap, you can get the regular wrap as well, but I got it from Bari Musauer, and a little bit tricky to wrap. It's not perfect. It's a pretty decent job, but lots of cutting in order to get flames up here and on here and different things. And it was my first time ever actually doing a vinyl wrap that was for an RC body by myself. But Jimmy went ahead and he painted the eyes, he painted the teeth, and so I bought this from him, bought the wrap from Bari. That was gonna be the special of this whole build, and then this came on the market, and look at how sweet it looks in red. Son of a digger fire. He was Team Ice, but I do like how it looks in the red. And I've got several of them in blue. I've got that one up there, and I've got 2 of them down there. Really, really like the son of a digger truck. Love how he drives. Ryan is a beast. Adam is as well. And so we've got Gravedigger stuff as all around. Actually, extra stuff up there too. So lots of their trucks. Really a fan of the whole Gravedigger, son of a digger. All of that from Dennis Anderson. Big fan. All right, what should we look at next? Next. Something that should have came in the kit and did not. It didn't come on the ready to run either. Would have been that little extra piece to put into a kit, I think, though, is front sway bars. And so this is literally an RR10 rear sway bar set soft. I run these on a lot of my SMT10s. It's just one set of the springs. You can get the other ones if you want. But I find it to be just fine for up front, and it's a quick way to put front sway bars on and have to replace all of them. Like 25 bucks. All right, receiver. I run Spectrum on everything, and so I have a Spectrum 315 SR315, as well as the rugged DX5 rugged. Love this controller. Love being able to one-handed drive with it. I actually enjoy this more than the wheel that was found on my 4R Pro. I find I'm actually more accurate with this thing. I know some people, it's not their cup of tea, but I actually enjoy this a lot. I do wish, however, that they'd figure out a way to just let us use the wheel to scroll up and down through the menu system. Seems like that could work. But, yeah, don't know why that can't work in the menu system, not using this controller for it. All right, so this is a servo. This is probably not the servo going in here because I actually got this for a rock bouncer. And so this is a Reefs 555. This is a really expensive one. On my monster trucks, I typically run like the Eco Powers, like I have over on the Ice Monster over there. And I have it on a couple other ones. I also have some Savox. I run a whole bunch of different things on these trucks. The Savox, waterproof, whatever. I don't really plan to take this in water because these are so beautiful that I don't plan to do that. So yeah, it's going to get just a basic servo. This is going to go in my rock bouncer. It needs a... Yeah, it needs a little BEC action because it's a high voltage servo. So I don't have that in the system that I bought for it, so we'll kind of segue to that. Fairly inexpensive when it comes down to it, brushless system. You can get them cheaper, of course. You can get no name brand stuff. I like being able to tune these. I have the software to tune them, and I just kind of like the process. So it's what I have on most of my vehicles are Castle setups, sidewinders, because I'm a basher and they work fine for bashers. I don't need censored for this because I'm not going to be going slow and I'm just going to be pulling on the throttle pretty hard. So 125 bucks. This one is a 5700 kV. I typically don't do that high a kV, but I thought I'd give it a go so we can run some 2S's and stuff like that, see what kind of speeds we're getting, 2S. It can do 3S as well. We'll be trying it both ways, checking temps and all that, because I did also buy this 17 tooth pinion from Robinson Racing, 32 pitch, hardened. 17 tooth is the biggest that you can really fit in there into the transmission on the way that it's set up with the mountain bracket. So going for speed, got to go with that. Running Venom batteries, so 3S is what this will handle, easily fitting into the tray. It's what I've always run in my SMT10s, graphene 50C, and so we'll have to be looking at what kind of adapters or power I'm going to put on here, because I run a lot of the EC5 connectors or XT60s. Glitch busters, just because I've started putting them on a lot of stuff. I've got an extra channel, might as well run a glitch buster on there. Help with some of the power distribution a little bit, or any glitching it might be doing. Not really helping with the power distribution. These are axle tubes. These ones I got off of eBay. They're aluminum. I'm not needing them for weight or anything like that. I just want a little bit of durability in these AR60 axles when you're running these huge tires on there. And you don't land well. On one of the sides, the longer side, I tend to break them right where it connects to the right here to the trailing arm on this long side. So it's short side here where the diff is, this longer side right there, especially when I upgrade these to metal. There's no flex in them, and so that becomes a break point right where those screws run through this tube. So I've broken those and bent the axles and all that. This is a much cheaper solution to put these in there than keep replacing this, and a lot less work. So it does require a little bit of grinding on the axles themselves, but I've done it enough. I'm pretty okay with it. These are from RH Designs. It's a wheelie bar, going to go on the back of the truck. Really like his design on these. So that'll be going on, as well as these MagnaFlow style headers versus the zoomies that they've got on here. We want it to go down and in. That's the look. Actually, for the Megalodon, it should be a single stack coming up and backward, but I haven't found that anywhere made yet. So I'm trying to get that made, but I think I'm going to be running Son of a Digger on it a lot as well. This thing is just so pretty, and it's 3D printed. Seems durable enough, especially with this wrap on. We're going to definitely run it, but it'll probably be some of the bigger shows that we actually run it at. In case it does break, it's at least for a good cause. So let's push all this stuff kind of to the side, and let's go ahead and get this thing opened up for you guys. I'm curious how it comes packed, and I'm sure you are as well. Let me get out my trusty knife here. We'll get this onto a stand, and we'll cut these off. Alrighty, I think I have enough room here to do this. Go ahead and take a look inside. I feel like I've been talking a ton so far. Get me going, and let's see what she looks like. Oh yeah. Lots of bags in here. Alrighty guys, here are the bags. These are bags A through J, and then you've got the plastics 1 through 3, as well as your cockpit and your wheels over to the right here, just out of frame. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at these. You get the manual as well, and a couple of little extra goodies like the sticker pack and that are gonna go on a few of the pieces. Let's quickly look at the manual here, how it's gonna be laid out for us. I've never built one of these kits by Axial yet. This is gonna be my first one, but it's gonna go ahead and show you all the parts references, which is great, what to look for, and then it's gonna get into the bags. Open bag A, tell you how to go through bag A, and be building the axles, it looks like, from bag A. The axle pieces are going to be in the plastics. They're not going to be combined with the actual pieces. B, these are going to be basically your screws that are going to go with the plastic pieces that they call for. So open plastic bag 1. So it's going to be a mixture of different bags, it looks like, through here. Looks easy enough, guys. So let's go ahead and look through the bags. What do we have here? These are going to be diffs and axle pieces. You got bearings in here, all the screws, your axles, front and rear. And so that is the stage, and I'm also going to be adding in these. They're going to slide inside of the axle tubes, and that'll be awesome. Bag B, we just looked at, is going to go and work with your links to your axles from your steering links and your forelinks. So that is good to know. Bag C, what do we have here? These are going to be your servo saver and pieces for that. If you want to use it, I typically use Freestyle RC servo savers. They're out of stock right now. That's typically what I use on all my monster trucks. They work great, and I would actually recommend it. But this also is your servo mounting pieces here, screws and whatnot. All the plastics are going to be mixed into bag 1, it looks like. So you're going to have to be going in here. Got your axles, your links, all the different pieces that you're going to want to be sourcing. Right up front are going to be in here, rod ends and all of that. Here are your trailing arm receivers that go on your axles, all kinds of stuff. Looks like from there we're going to be moving on to my least favorite part, building the shocks. You can see in here the shock bag, bag D, and yeah, it's got the bodies here. And the springs, these are different springs front and rear, so you want to be paying attention to the coloring on them to make sure you have the right springs for the front and rear. But other than that, they have 30 weight oil to go in them all. I'm probably going to go up a little bit from 30 weight on mine, maybe 35 weight, but all the directions in here tell you how to do that. All right, from there we go to bag E, which is going to be transmission gears. Here, you'll grab your transmission out of plastic bag 2, which we're going to see here. And your skid plate is in the bottom there. I can already see here the transmission case and the other part of the case, the shock tops here. So those will be used for the shocks as well. You're going to have also your wild boar drive shafts in there. So this is a good bag. These are all going to be good bags. Here's your mount for your motor. So that was bag E. Bag F, can we tell just by looking? Yes, yes. So these are going to be the part of your wild boars here. The ends of them for your drive shafts. They're going to go on. So another great bag. F. G. Uh-oh. This is going to deal with electronics. I can already see the little silicone or rubber piece here that's going to be your waterproof barrier for your electronics case that they give you. So this will go with some of the build, I think, for the actual body itself or the chassis. Yeah, it looks like it here. Bag G, you're going to be working the chassis and the battery tray and all that kind of stuff. That's G. H, sway bars. That feels pretty stiff, actually, that bar there. And that's where I'm going to build this one, and then I'll also build the other sway bars for the front. Wish they'd have come with it. You'll be putting in your body posts. If you do those, I probably will be opting to do something else to hold my body so I don't have to drill holes in those beautiful bodies that I have. So that's bag H, will be the sway bars. And then a lot of it's just assembly using the different screws that they have in there for assembly. And there you can see how the sway bars are assembled. Gonna have to do some painting after you wash and clean the little drive here. Lexan driver cockpit. Some people will use this, some people will not. I think I already have one that's painted, so I may save this one till a later point. And then you've got the wheels. And I have the bigger wheels already. Don't plan on buying tires for this one. I've got Duratrax and other ones already that are monster truck tires. So I may just put these up for sale. But I have tires to work with, so it's not the end of the world there. And then we get to the last couple bags, which just look like the last little bits of screws that we have to put everything together. Here to wrap up your chassis build, bag I, bag G we already did. Where's bag J? Here it is. That's what I was looking for. So last bag is bag J, and that's just going to have your hexes in here, which look like metal hexes on there. 12 millimeter, pretty standard with the monster trucks and the wheels that they've got available. Body clips and wheel nuts and all that in here. That's kind of the last one, is put your wheels on and call it good. Then they show you how it all assembles and like the blow apart part of it, the little skulls and driver helmets and all that. To wrap it out, guys, so that does not look too bad. Very soon we're gonna have a truck. Yes, I know we have quite a few monster trucks already, but they're my favorites, and we wanted to do one of these kit builds and see what the fuss is all about and why we all were asking for it. So we've got it here, we're gonna build it, and we're gonna make it look awesome with a cool body by Barney Musauer. So thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, let me know what you think of this kit in the comments. Are you into monster trucks? What's your favorite monster truck? You can also leave that in the comments down below. I've got several favorites. Definitely a fan of the Diggers, and they're not far from here, about 45 minutes down 168, and you end up there in Currituck. The Dungeon, they call it, Diggers Dungeon. Awesome place. They're revamping it actually for the summer, so a little plug for them. Hopefully this virus stuff will pass, because so much of what the Outer Banks and them really rely on is tourism, and so I know that they're counting on it for this year. And it would be great for Diggers Dungeons on the way for those people. A lot of them stop there, and there's going to be some cool stuff for them to be able to do, from the ride monster truck to the stuff that they're doing for the kids this summer, and just awesome to walk the grounds and see what they got there. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Again, leave me a comment down below. How would I do? This is my first of the build series, and hopefully it just gets better from here. So thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys later. Have fun RCing. And I don't know how to end this, so we're just going to say bye. Bye.